Yes, what's up? Welcome back, Industry podcast. We're there, yeah. Say no more. When you talk about industry, when you talk about the culture, when you talk about the movement, when you talk about African Nigerian diaspora, when you talk about the whole Afrobeat movement, Nigeria independent, Mr. Nigeria UK, Black Nights, Bright Nights, they done. Where should I start from? It doesn't need no introduction in it. Do you need an introduction? Dodge the Don is in the building, guys.
What's up?
Dodge the Don for the first time.
Femi, you forgot
No
to say.
way.
You forgot to say. Stop talking. Your mic is on.
Stop talking, your mic is on.
Ben TV Studios back in the day.
Night flows.
Great, come on, man. Magazine show.
Nee.
You understand? Cindy, Femi, Ben TV. It's like a reunion.
You know,
I'm
innit?
honored, honestly. It's
Wow.
like nostalgic. I feel
How was
like-
it your first time, though?
Huh?
Why is it your first time?
On the podcast.
No,
it's been-
industry house. Innit?
yeah,
on
industry.
the
So it's
podcast,
been a.
Remember for Night flows. No, from Mr. Nigeria UK,
Yeah.
Nigeria independence.
Yeah, but the podcast,
Yeah.
this was my,
Yeah, I
my
know,
first
I know,
time,
yeah.
because it's been like a roller coaster. Me trying to get here, you're standing in the middle of a article.
But you made it.
I made it.
made
But
it.
it's good to see you lot are not aging. You know, it's unbelievable.
No,
Like,
I'm
you
still
look the same.
21.
That's what aging
Yeah,
is great.
I'm still 25.
Honestly,
This
seriously.
one doesn't age. I'm going to
why-
age.
No, it's good to
I'm still 25.
No, seriously, honestly, it's good to, but it's good to see that everybody's still in the same, doing the same thing. You
the
understand?
industry.
Our industry, our culture's evoluted, but we're still doing the same thing. We're still here. That's the most important thing. Keeping up with the Joneses, you know, and the yeah.
I used to email Ben TV back in the day when I was younger.
Yeah.
He's laughing because it's like when I was literally when I was under 10.
Yeah,
I was looking for kids shows on Ben TV. He's there waiting. My mum would help me compose the emails, and look where we're at now. It's all good.
Exactly. Femi used to read
I
your
email and delete them.
Delete.
And then I nab people when I find them in public. I always come across people in public.
So it was like, please listen to my demo.
Like Eric,
You understand?
I am
You
that
tell
bit. So, yeah, my uncle Eric. Yeah, he actually had my demo. Ask my mum. Had my demo. It's lost now.
Wow.
But yeah, it's come a
You know
long way.
what?
Full
I'm
circle.
talking about from when Black Night started, from way back in the early 90s.
Yeah,
I mean, look at the old movement today.
yeah.
I mean, what's your take? From
Well, I think with me, I just look at when how it all started, and I can't complain because the movement is grown, is evoluted. I think we saw it, but I think people don't understand the essence of how the journey went. I think with the unique thing about Black Night Entertainment is, remember we started off as a sound system. We started off as 2 turntables and a microphone in my apartment in New Cross, just training, more David thingy. We started from there. We became popular doing house parties. From house parties, we went to clubs, doing clubs, because we had a following. But our following was a bit different. Do you understand? Although we were Nigerian, you understand what I'm saying? But UK-born, based Nigerian.
and this was the early 90s we're talking
Yeah.
about.
So we started as teenagers doing that thing, you understand? And then in the 20s, we grew on to playing in clubs in the West End, major clubs, having our own club nights, free club nights in the West. We started in South East London, all those little clubs. Then we moved to the West End because of our following. Then we had people like Buster, like celebrities. It was crazy. The demand was too much. Then from there, we went on to doing, as you know, the infamous Nigerian Independence, Mr. Nigeria UK, which was the landmark event. Make no mistake, Nigerian Independence, Mr. Nigeria UK was
Back
the
to back
landmark
to back to
event,
back.
back to back. We couldn't find venues big enough because we were packing out 5,000 people.
Yes.
You understand? With no artists, no nothing. You understand? There was no such thing as Afrobeats then. You understand what I'm saying? So it was no Afrobeats, and bang, we were just packing it out. And we had different flavor of people. We had the Caribbeans. We had the other parts of Africa.
Yep.
Then we had the Nigerians, and they were all wearing our African attire. It was a time out where everyone went to go and, try to. That was their opportunity. The people, the Nigerians that were assimilated, came here from a young age and assimilated into the UK. You understand? They wanted to embrace that culture back again. we gave them that opportunity. That was our purpose. You understand what I'm saying? So there was no Afrobeats then. There was no, like, it was really strange. So we were playing Sonia Ade, Bino Zobe, going back in time.
Shino
All our
Peters.
parents, Shino Peters, remember? You understand?
Shino.
Salawa Bini, because that's what we grew up on. You understand? So it was amazing. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, it was just, to me, that was great memories.
And this was early 2000, isn't it?
Yeah.
Early 2000.
For
yeah,
10 years straight. And it's never been
back
been
to back.
back to back.
And we're talking 3 to 5,000 packed out.
3 to 5,000. Anywhere we could get a venue, they're always over 3,000.
Packed
Most
out.
of the venues didn't even want us, but because of the crowd, the crowd noise pollution, the entertainment side of things, they're the infamous Mr. Nigeria UK, which you were one of you were Mr. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is like better. That was so funny.
Come
I
on.
can't, you were Mr.
Mr. Personality.
Oh, did you win?
2000.
No, he won.
Yeah, Mr. Personality, innit? Yeah.
But it's strange because the people that want Mr. Personality, that was what they were about. There was something unique about them. And Smade won Mr. Personality as well, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, he won Mr.
They might
Personality.
have taken with the crowd.
Yeah. That's
Femi won it, don't worry.
Exactly. They were almost like the winners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I saw Femi dancing with his brother, he was doing the 1,500, 1,000. I was in stitching. It was a good moment.
No, I must give it up to Black Knights because then me growing up in the UK, mixing with the old West Indies and everything, trying to be Jamo and this and that, you know. First time I walked into, when I was chosen to take part at the Miss Nigeria
When we made your carnival, innit?
Yeah, when they made this lady, these girls just walk
Sandra.
up to me and say, "Well, would you like to be part of this event?" I'm like, "What event?" They say, "Mr. Nigeria." Mr. Nigeria, what? They say, "Oh, you look the part. We really would like you to be part of
Shit, you
it."
look the part. Is that the line they were using?
But the reason
the part.
they don't know why. They
Tantalizing
don't know why. Man's been building up inside, ain't it?
See.
Man's been building up inside proper, you know, man come out correct, you know what I'm saying? So they say, "Yeah, you look the part, man. We want you to come and join this contest." I'm like, "Yeah, why not? I just, you know, I love it." And I was, and I joined I took part Mr. Nigeria UK 2001.
Yeah.
I came Mr. Personality. And then, what really struck me, because I've been in the UK for a very long time. Yeah, I haven't been to an event that I see almost 3,000 crowd, and I say African. That was my first time in 2000, 2001. I walked in and I see crowd of black, young, mixed, because I go to other kind of raves, but not African rave. I'm like, hold on, where all these people come from? And I'm hearing Shino Peters. I'm hearing all this kind of, I'm my first time. It kind of blew me away, and that's how
The scene.
Black Knight just took over my life, innit? From that day, from 2000, 2001, and you know, I give it up to Black Knights, man.
you.
I'm saying it, man. This is my, is it testimony or?
Huh?
Is it testimony now or what?
No, true life story.
True life story.
Yeah,
Yeah. My true life story is what I'm saying. My true life story with Black Knights, you know. And since then, me and Black Knight were being together back to back for over 20
years, yeah.
20 decades, 2
Yeah.
decades now,
2
innit?
decades plus,
2 decades, yeah.
And I think what Femi did as well, he said, "Oh yeah, do you guys want to?" He's got, you know, someone that's got a TV.
No. Guess what?
Yeah.
I met you backstage.
Yeah,
I met Dodge backstage. And I said, me, we're going to do something together. But I didn't know what that was going to be.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I I just saw him. I said, "Guy, we're going to do something together." I didn't even know. But 3 years later, and I started working for Ben TV. And I went to him, I'm like, "Dodge, come, let's start this show." We now started Night Flows.
yeah. But
Together.
before we started Night Flow, you came to us and said, "Do you know how to present? Do you got thing?" We're like, yeah, know how to present, yeah. Thingy this. Do you have cameras? Do you have things? Like, yeah. We got. We didn't have nothing. You understand? Remember?
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
filming
yeah.
from Allgate. Remember Augie?
Yeah, that restaurant downstairs.
Wow. Which do you remember? What was it?
Yeah.
You know,
What's the name of that restaurant
you know,
again?
Augie, that new restaurant downstairs. I can't
Downstairs,
remember.
yeah, it's a posh restaurant.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a
because
posh
all we
restaurant.
could do is just get we knew how to get artists, celebrities to come. You
Like
understand
top
what I'm saying?
celebrities back in the days.
Yeah, but we didn't have no cameras, didn't have films. Like, what's happening? Where's the cameras? Like, you know. And that's when we moved in-house with night flows.
Night
Like,
flows,
you
yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
With live. And that there you go. That was it. You understand? Going to Nigeria, back and forth.
With Air Nigeria, right?
Huh? No,
Virgin
Virgin Nigeria.
Virgin Nigeria,
We had a special sponsorship deal with Virgin Nigeria back then. It was
Woo!
amazing. You know, so we literally for I think it was like 3 years, wasn't it?
Back to back.
No, we didn't pay for no
Yeah.
flights, business
First
class,
class.
That's why
all
they're
the
not
way
here.
first class. No, I'm telling you, no.
Then we used to go to Nigeria like 3 times in a year.
Yeah, 3-4 times in a year, and doing.
times.
You see this Dirty December.
Yeah.
The nucleus of Dirty December, really, if people like it or not, it started from us. Because we were going back, we were doing beach parties.
Homecoming.
There was no all these new beaches you've seen. In the homecoming, you understand? So we're doing beach parties, we're doing club parties, we're trying to promote tourism. So we're packing out people on Virgin Nigeria, bringing them back, Caribbeans, you understand? Other parts of Africa, bringing them back to do beach parties and, you know, Bonny Beach. Remember, like
Yeah,
loads of people
yeah,
bringing them back,
yeah.
you know. So we started, I think, I'm just blessed.
There's a lot of private beach there now we used to go.
Yeah, Alpha Beach.
Alpha
Yeah.
Beach but the very first one. Remember the first time we went to Nigeria, 2005,
Yeah.
when everyone was saying don't go to Africa, don't go to Nigeria. There's too much armed robbery. There's too much this. If you go, they're gonna remember.
Yeah.
When we wanted to go 2005, and people was trying to talk us
Out
out.
of it.
And then how many people did we manage to take with us to Nigeria that very first time?
Over 200 people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
like-
chartered the whole
yeah,
plane for
plane,
the
yeah.
first time.
Yeah, and that was amazing. But it was just monitoring. That was tough then. You understand? But hey, here we are. You understand? You got Dirty December now. You got a lot of great things happening within our culture. The only thing I will say about what's happening now, fast forward, I feel that our culture, entertainment that we built up is being monopolized. But how do you control it? Do you understand what I'm saying? I could say a lot. I could be controversial and say a lot. You understand? Because these people was not there. The same people that were coming to try to monopolize that culture, we met up with them. They put offers. They dangled carrots in front of our face. But we turned it down. I think at that point, we didn't need anybody then. Like it was, you understand? But I get it now. So they've managed to squeeze their way, worm their way, but they wasn't there in the beginning. That's the sad part. So we really have to be careful how we allow people to monopolize our culture, because a lot of people have played a big part in the success of it getting to where it's getting to.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? We wouldn't see people performing in O2 Arena, Wembley Arena, our kind of music culture. You understand? But hey, it is what it is. You understand? I look at, you know, I think another thing, like the creativity of what was once then is no longer there. I feel that a lot of people, how do I put this? They're looking for that easy route. You understand? That easy route in. You understand? Without the sweat. So I think a lot of people are just jumping on the coattails. I see a lot of people just running after these artists, and you understand, just to get their own sense of purpose. But then again, that's the pseudo thing of social media. I feel that there's a lot of people that are doing really good, that are really taking our culture and making prominence to build it to the next level. But at the same time, there's just some people that are just this jumping on their finger, and I just feel it's a bit saturated. I want us to move up. I'm excited, but I feel that this is us, Afrobeats. This is us, Niger. Let's go. We don't need it. We can do this.
So what do you think is missing? What's the game plan?
I think it's with everything. I think it's what happened with hip hop. When you look at hip hop America, when you look at R&B America, the powerhouse is controlled. It's very difficult, but we don't have that problem because Nigeria was always in a place where it was very difficult to market artists in Nigeria because of the pirating laws. You understand? So they've found a way to get out of that and to monopolize the music, but away from Nigeria. You understand? So the grassroots are suffering. It's very difficult. That's why you see a lot of skip makers now. Because a lot of these skip makers, when you look at them and people that, bloggers and everything, they were once artists, but they've had to find other channels because the grassroots has been neglected. You have to be supremely superior or recommended by somebody, then the aristocrat fat cats come in for you. Yes, I don't think Nigeria needs that. I just feel that what Burna Boy is doing, like he's opened the market worldwide, but at the same time I understand, but I feel there's loads more Burna Boys, there's loads more Davidos, loads more Wizkids, but I just feel now it's like we're in a situation where we're not looking after home anymore. The culture to me has been, I just see people, like things that we have the finances to control. I just feel...
Yeah, but the culture's gone global right now. Everyone's listening to Afrobeat everywhere right now. You see what I'm saying? From the way it used to be before Sony Music wouldn't listen to Afrobeat. You wouldn't get Afrobeat at Selfridges. Remember,
EastEnders.
Church FM wouldn't play Afrobeat. You see what I'm saying? Capital Extra wouldn't play Afrobeat.
But there was no.
But now we've gone past that.
But there was no at that point. What were the Afrobeat songs? Who were the popular Afrobeat music?
Yeah, we're talking about Two-Face then, Stat Plus.
But they in a sense they
P
wasn't.
Square.
But that validates my point.
Don Jazzy.
Right, that's
the
what I'm telling. Right, that just validates. But they did play the band. What's that? Oliver Twist.
Yeah, that was right, I'm talking at the early stage.
Right.
At that early stage.
But who was the apart from? You understand? Who
African Queen?
Huh? Yeah, but
Two-Face African Queen.
Yeah, but again, that's what I'm trying to say.
Stat Plus on the phone.
Right.
Tony
Tatilla.
Tony Tatilla.
But there was
there
was no social media then that really platformed the music.
That's what we have to give it up for Ben TV back then. Ben TV was the social media at that
That's
time.
correct. That was and the
Ben
live
television was the social media at that time.
Right, but the live with the live with the live thing from Ben TV, it was a live streaming place. You understand? But again, where did we go wrong?
Why do you think we've gone wrong? I think because you've got to understand that things have adapted. The consumers have changed in the way they absorb stuff. So, for example, like Ben Television was great at the time for live TV, but we see that people aren't really sitting at home watching TV anymore. People they consume things on the go, even if it's online, even with things like YouTube, they can access it when they want. They can't afford to sit down at home between those hours. We were we had 3 hours, isn't it? 3 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours, a 2 hour show on a Saturday.
We were TV like
that
people
was then,
go
like,
and sit down and watch us on TV for 2 hours.
Yeah, because that was like Sky, I understand. But at the same time, Ben TV could have grown and grown with the times.
True. It could have, definitely.
Understand? If they had the young people, the emerging, you understand what I'm saying? They could have grown with the times, but I think Ben TV was more derived from politics. I get it.
But then we could have grown with the times, but then also that it's also about making room for the newer people to come in and do what they need to, because there is that you have to let go. You're creating a platform not so that you can consume the market and be the one to manage it and own it forever. You're creating a platform for like-minded individuals that essentially, whether they like it or not, can say that they've learned and taken away from what Ben Television has done, and then evolved and grown and carried on. It's just like when you have when you do stuff for your children and the generations to come, you don't hold on to that forever. You pass on the knowledge, the skill, whatever, to your kids so that they can pass it on to their kids, so that they can pass it on to their kids, because you know that you're not going to be able to do it all the time by yourself, essentially.
I agree with you, and I don't agree.
Okay.
You see, like if I had a platform like, you pass on that knowledge. That's what I'm saying. You build within. You pass on that knowledge. You understand? Let the young people come in, do the podcast, do the thing. You understand?
Yep.
It's out with the old, in with the new. You understand? You build it from scratch. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got it there. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got the network. You got the platforms. You got the connections. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody has their own different what skill set. You understand what I'm saying? So from there, it could have, because when you look at the BFM, you're on BFM. BFM is there's still BFM Nigeria. There's still BFM here. What happened?
Yeah, but then again, it goes with what works in Nigeria. Nigeria, there's loads of traffic. People listen to radio. That's such a big thing here. We're not in traffic in the UK like that we're listening to, like radio is that bigger thing. Like people want, even nowadays, like the younger generation just seem to have more time. Like I see the podcasts, I see the YouTubes that they listen to or they watch. Like I say they, like I'm not about them, but the fact of the matter is that I can't personally, I'm not going to sit there for 3 hours watching someone's YouTube video or like stuff.
That's what I'm trying to say. But again, if you this is what is, when you say that, like Nigerians, they're big on podcasts now. You understand? The podcast is working. The radio station's still working. They're just keeping up with the times. Do you understand what I'm saying? So nothing has changed. Like nothing really has changed. When you look at like Capital One Extra, BBC One Extra, they've got their thing, but they're still doing a podcast. They've got it. You understand? When something happens, they trend. You understand? So you can keep up with the modern times. You understand? But anyway, what my point is, look, I love where our music, our culture is going and growing. I'm a big fan. I'm a, what's the word now? I'm one of the biggest fans of, you understand what I'm saying? But I just feel we need to be more in control. Maybe that's my patriotism as an African. Do you understand? That's all I'm trying to say.
How can we be more in control?
Well, that's a good question. I don't really want to get too controversial. So I don't want to, you know what I mean? So let's just enjoy
like a practical tip, because it's not. That's the thing, is it's not that easy to be in control of something that you want to grow worldwide. I understand maybe gatekeeping to a degree, but at the same time, when you gatekeep, you stop a flow of access to everybody else. But
there's been gatekeeping for a long time.
Exactly, that's the gatekeeping.
But they're not gatekeeping the right things.
Right, but the gatekeeping is for a long time. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's the divisions and everything. Nothing's going to change. I just feel that we're a bigger space because our music.
This is the diaspora. You know, we know about the diaspora. What can we do to take it to another level?
I think it's going to every single level, to propel it to every single level it is now. I don't know what else.
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, look at Aya Star. You look at Aya Star. Look at her. I mean, look, she's going like this young girl. She's blowing. You understand what I'm saying? You look at her. She's bigger than, you know, like a Tyler. Like she's massive. Like, you know, understand? You got everyone's doing well. Everyone's making money.
Yeah.
Charlie Poppy came from. He's making money. Any artist that is remotely thinking out is packing out. You understand what I'm saying? O2 Arena's too small for those guys. It wasn't like that before. You understand? So. You understand? But I don't know. Maybe we need to.
So what about Nigerians in the diaspora? We're talking about those in Nigeria. What about our Nigerian artists in the diaspora? Like Ada Snoop. Ada Snoop has been in the game for many years. What's my man?
Mologo.
Mologo. Thank you. Mologo. Sona. So we got artists in the UK.
Do you know
what
what?
happened?
But you know what?
What happened to this? All these artists?
Do you know what? I can't.
There's teasing.
Okay. But you know what? Yeah, we can't. I don't know. Everybody has their own management team. Everybody has their own PR.
It's been like this for a decade.
Oh no. Hold on.
What is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Go on. Land first.
First and foremost, I always say to every single artist, if you're very serious about your music, yeah. You need, one of the first things you need is backing. You need financial backer. You understand? In terms of video production, whatever the case, whatever you're doing, marketing. Secondly, you need a good PR team, an A&R. You understand? Artist relation and PR. It goes a long way. It's gonna cost you a lot of money because the market is fastly growing. It's changing. It's very difficult to keep up. Mologo's still doing well. He's still doing his thing. He's still writing for people. He's still there. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think Mologo is
From when Mologo started,
But Logo was an Afrobeat artist. So what you? I mean,
I'm not saying
you can't categorize.
I'm not It's not about categorizing Logo. Okay. I'm talking about his status.
Okay, but when you the three artists you mentioned, Tizzy.
Yeah.
When you mentioned Tizzy,
Ada Snoop.
Right, Ada Snoop.
Who else?
I wouldn't classify Ada Snoop.
Sona.
Right.
Como.
They're not Afrobeat artists.
No, you
can't.
Keep saying Afrobeat.
Femi, you can't classify them.
You keep saying Afrobeat. They're artists.
Femi, you can't classify because the Afrobeat is growing and because they're Nigerian orientated. Okay. You cannot classify them as Afrobeat artists. So their style is different. Ada Snoop.
So what are you going to classify them then?
They're artists in their own right. That's what they've got to look at.
Okay.
You
know what? We're going to go for a break. We're going to go for a quick break, yeah?
We've been silent for too long. Misunderstood. Capped.
Like farmers afraid to reap a great harvest.
Or a woman with child, terrified of her newborn's first cry.
Our God-given talents lay dormant, stifled by fear, lacking opportunity.
We have embraced mediocrity for so long. We are now caged in it.
But we hold the keys to the cage.
That's right. We say no more.
Africa, the cradle of creativity, is rising.
From the bustling streets of Lagos to the vibrant markets of Nairobi.
A new generation is emerging, unapologetic and unafraid.
We are musicians, painters, designers, filmmakers, writers.
Breaking barriers, reshaping narratives, and crafting the future.
Our stories, once silenced, are now woven into the global fabric of culture.
Our creativity knows no bound.
Driven by expression, innovation, and legacy.
Creation aches to witness the rise of these outlaws.
The bold ones,
hungry for deeper knowledge.
This
is our time.
This is our moment to show the world the power of the African spirit.
Will you be among the breakers of the norm?
Will you be one of us?
Industry podcast. So like I was saying, Detty, I'm saying UK artists now. What are you going to categorize them? Are you going to say they're African artists or what? You said they're not Afrobeat artists. Right. So what's the general music?
Okay. I want to just explain all the artists you mentioned.
Yeah.
We need to take emotional sentiment aside because all these artists are close to me. Logo's close to me, Tizzy's close to me. And also Ada Snoop's close to me, and you understand. And all along the way, we've been
all the UK artists are close to us.
Yeah, that's correct.
Almost all of them.
That's correct. So when the emergence of Afrobeat, when it exploded, I think they felt they've been here for a long time, and they felt that a lot of people, a lot of promoters, the new generation promoters, whatever the case, wasn't giving them a look in. Do you understand? Because of their style of music. Well, they did, but it was like, oh yeah, but you know what? We're just going to help you. We're not going to pay you. You understand what I'm saying? We're not going to pay you, like we're just trying to help you, put you on the show. You understand? But you have to, we need to be careful of classifying each person because of the umbrella of Afrobeats as Afrobeat artists. So they have to really define who they are, you understand, as an artist. You understand? Because Mologo, I feel he's doing well. Mologo is an R&B melodic. Mologo can swing different ways. He's really good, and he's more of a writer. When you look at Naira Marley wasn't all this Nigerian thing.
I get where you're coming from. But when Mologo started, when he first started, it was different. He came out as an artist.
Yeah, but it wasn't Afrobeat artist. I don't think Mologo's ever classified himself as Afrobeat.
But what are we saying? What is the point we're trying to really hone in on here that's about them? Because they're all doing well for what they're doing in their different avenues and stuff like that. But what are we actually saying about?
They're not blowing as big as those from Nigeria. Like you said now, obviously Asha K is selling O2 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah? Any one of them can come from Nigeria and sell these venues. Right. Tell me which of these artists have sold out an event.
Okay, but nothing has changed from previously. The only person that changed the narrative, of that is, I feel in a sense, is Naira Marley.
Yeah.
And you can't even classify Naira Marley as an Afro because what Naira Marley was doing before, he was more of a grime artist. He was like a UK grime artist. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, so when he done that thingy, he said go with Olamide, he now came into his Nigerian dialect, he started doing thingy, bang, and he went back to Nigeria, he assimilated, he took that risk. Do you understand? That was his passion, his determination. So some people have got to take risks. You got to look at the team behind you as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? Look at Shake. Shake was and what's his name? That is boy. They were together. Broke everything. Like now you got to look at the team, the support network around you. You look at your environment. What can you do differently?
Yeah.
Ada Snoop did a Mapiano song with Natosh Ghazi. Where am I?
Yeah.
She did a banging song. I said, listen, we brought Natosh Ghazi. Yes, that she did a banging song with him. But what was the follow up? What's happening?
I just think on that note, essentially, I think sometimes, and this is such a broad statement to say, but I think the UK necessarily doesn't. We've seen artists like from back in the day, Estelle, Craig David, although he did quite well here as well, that sometimes you have to leave your base, Miss London, the comedian, and excel elsewhere.
Thank you.
And I think that's not a thing on the artist. I think that's just the UK in general. I feel like even, some of my peers, they moved back to Nigeria, for example. They went on to do like presenting, they do shows and things like that. There was just a space. Now, I can't say that, you can't do well in the UK and whatnot, because that would be silly. But I've seen in terms of entertainment in certain fields, that sometimes you have to leave here and go elsewhere to kind of really blow. And I feel like the examples that you guys speak about, with the Afrobeats artists or those in general, not to class everyone, if the market, I feel like sometimes you go to Nigeria, I've spoken to artists and they said that, they went to Nigeria and they got like a new sense of life in terms of the music they created. You can hear it in their sound. Maybe that's just kind of sometimes what needs to be done. And it's not one, foot fits all or whatever, but I feel like it's hard for us to ask, to say that this person hasn't blown or whatever, because I guess in what they've achieved, I do
get what you're saying there, yeah, but I know a lot of artists from UK that have been to Nigeria. Few artists been to Nigeria, spent loads of money and didn't even get nowhere. You see what I'm saying? From the UK. So I know a lot of them, and they phone me and they complain, like, what's going on? And these artists, they got talent. Okay, look at 166 family. Tell me, were they not blowing up? Remember 166 family?
And what's his name?
What happened to them?
Tillerman did well in Nigeria.
What happened to 166 family?
Tillerman did.
What happened to AY?
No, I'm not sure about AY didn't really, I don't think he was serious about his music. I think he started the
Yoruba dialect.
The dialect thing.
That was the guy that started the Yoruba rap.
Femi, but nothing happened with him. Tillerman did fairly well with his music. You understand? He did fairly well in Nigeria. I was out in Nigeria. He was doing very, very well.
There's something wrong.
I don't think there's anything. Femi, I just feel it's about your manpower. It's about your marketing. It's about your branding. I don't think there's anything wrong. You understand? I really don't.
But you're saying something that their music is not Afrobeats. So
no, I didn't say their music is not Afrobeats. I just said I don't classify those artists as, I wouldn't classify them as Afrobeat artists. I feel that because of when the whole explosion of we got to be real. When the whole Afrobeat explosion started, they assimilated to the whole genre of Afrobeats. But they were really doing well without Afrobeats.
Can
so
I
they tried to assimilate.
Was it because we're bringing those artists from Africa then? At the early stage, remember?
Was who? Was it because who?
Because we're bringing people like Two-Face, Big Square.
Femi. Before
remember at the early stage.
Femi. When you make that categorization, yeah, you got to be very careful because we Black Knights started from grassroots.
Yeah, I know.
JJC and 419 squad. It's the people of now. It's the people. But guess what? Femi, let's call a spade.
Yeah.
Let's not sit on the thingy.
Yeah.
It is you got a point there because it is the people. It's the promoters of nowadays that don't look in on these people. It cost us money, and we're paying these people. We're paying all these artists that you've mentioned. We actually discovered them talent. UK talent. You understand? Fundamentals. All these other people, not just thinking UK. And we put them. We gave them an opportunity. You understand? Listen, come and perform. We didn't not bring. Two-Face came after. P Square came after. You understand? Because of Shiloh Kent. You understand? We didn't. We wasn't even aware of these people because we were already giving these people a platform. Do you understand what I'm saying? We don't need you. Comedians are look at Eddie Caddy. You understand? Look at what's his name? Fumbi. All these comedians you see now doing very well. We gave them a platform, and they're still doing well. So it depends on the person. Do you understand what I'm saying? So a lot of the people, a lot of the promoters that are, this is going back to what I said previously.
But most of the UK artists are not happy with it. Most of the promoters in the UK.
Going back to what I said previously. We have a different generation of promoters now. They're just trying to do what they have to do to sell. They're trying their best, and it's almost like, we're going to put you on a bill, but don't expect nothing from us. Don't expect to pay. We're just trying to, they're just trying to do their thing. They've got no obligation to put these people on a bill. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, so it all depends on, one song can make you blow. Now how things are, one song will make you, you understand, be on every bill. You understand? What do you do to get to that one song? Do you go to Nigeria? Do you go here? We've got the Amapiano explosion as well. This is fantastic. It's not just about Afrobeats, it's about Amapiano. You've got so many beautiful music. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it all depends on the artist. So I don't know.
For me, it's been over 2 decades now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one UK Niger act.
What do you mean?
Feel like O2 Arena.
One UK Nigeria act feel like...
Forget about Skepta. Skepta grew up here. I'm talking... I know Skepta is different. I'm talking people like Ida Snoop, Como, TZ, 166 Family. You know those people that we started with back in the days.
Femi, you can't...
Like, because most of them are complaining that they didn't get that support from the media, from the promoters.
In the
stuff like
Femi,
that.
in the
but no,
beginning,
Ben TV did support them though.
Okay, Femi.
That was why we started the top 10.
Something that Cindy
UK
said
top 10
about gatekeeping. Like, you move forward, the game has changed, everything has changed, and this is what I was trying to say. And this is what I was trying to say in the beginning. It's a different monopoly. It's a complete. The powerheads that be don't really look at these people. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's for a Davido or Wizkid or Burna Boy or Shaka to say, guy, come and do a song with me, or come and. Other than that, they're patterned to a hierarchy. Yes, that of the monopoly of the people that are there.
Okay, what about Twale? The guy keep putting himself every day. Twale,
you can't.
Mr. Too Late.
Yeah, but you're. Hold on 1 second. Wait, guys. Let's just draw it in. You're drawing artists out for not. I don't understand, because people are trying their hardest to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
If the UK market hasn't, afforded them to blow or whatever, they've blown in their own element. Like, in a company, you can only have one CEO or whatever. Everyone can't be the Davido. I guess ultimately everyone wants to sell out shows and whatever. But let's not make it out like they don't have their fans, they don't have supporters,
no,
they don't have hit songs.
Do, baby. We want them to go further.
But they might not want that. They might not want that. And maybe,
they do, because most of them do complain to me. That's what I'm saying. There's so much complaint that what's going on. They're not getting that. They feel like they're not getting the same support that they gain from those coming from
But you're saying that you're giving them support.
Right.
The UK. Do you feel like the UK is giving UK-based artists enough support?
Not enough support.
Femi.
Okay, so then let's draw out the UK then, as opposed to the artists, because it's almost like we're drawing out the artists for not being.
They say they're not getting enough support.
Okay, Femi.
Anyway.
That's what they say.
Femi, when they say they're not getting enough support, who is their support system?
Anyone?
Yes, Dan. Who's their support? Who supports? I've got great ideas. When I've got things that I'm planning. Just that I know who to approach. I know who to. You understand? Within my culture terrain. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why we are still relevant to this day and still doing things is because we know how the market works. We know what to do to propel ourselves to that next level. I'm not stopping. My drive still continues. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'll hand it down to the other people, build a team around me. Do you understand? Again, I'm a brand marketing consultant. Yeah, I deal with brands. I see something, I look at it and I say, this is, you understand, this can work. I look at things integrally, you understand? So they've got to look at their marketing team. You have to spend. I've got Vanessa. Amati, you understand? Yeah. Look what she's doing for Tiwa Savage and look what she's doing for Davido. She's a spin doctor, PR spin doctor. That British born Edo lady is kicking the ass. I'm sorry to say. She was in the index of the Forbes thing. You understand? She's doing really well. Because when you see Davido, when it's controversy around Davido, she spins it. When it's controversy around thing, she spins it. She gets endorsements. Do you understand? Yeah. They have to pay her for that.
Man.
Just what I'm saying. Look, man. Get a good PR team, get a good branding team. I look at Ada Snoop, and I say to Ada Snoop, I look at her, and I honestly, I look at her and say, well, this, people look at you and say this and that. But the entertainment value that girl brings, she's got that charisma, she's got that, you understand? But I feel, in a sense, she starts, but she slows down.
Yeah.
You understand? I said, Ada, spend money. Your controversy speaks for itself. I didn't want this, I think, you understand what I'm saying? Spend money. You understand?
Yeah, man.
So spend money. And that's just all it is. Simple. But we're in a good space. We're in a good place.
Yeah, man. Dutchy, we can go all day, all night. You see what I'm saying? But the show have to come to an end. You see what and then we're gonna bring you back again. We definitely need to. This is what we need to talk about. The community, the industry. Thanks for coming.
No, what? I just want to quickly say something.
Yeah. Man.
My passion derives from a different thing. I'm that British-born Nigerian that was always patriotic. My family, my parents took me to Nigeria when I was a little kid, me and my sisters, and they said, we're going on holiday for 3 weeks. 6.5 years, we're still in Nigeria, stuck. And I learned to grapple, identify that stubborn kid. You understand? And I came back and I said, you know what? I embraced everything about Nigeria. I loved it. You understand? Because I was the wild kid. You understand? They couldn't keep me off I learned fast. And that was what propelled me to say, you know what? This is it. This is it for me. I came back because I was born in Hackney, grew up in New Cross. I was getting, you understand? And that's I got to do something. And this is where entertainment took me. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm here. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm still here. Like nothing, you know what I mean? I'm still promoting the culture.
We do this, man.
But I will always say this. You understand? I will always say this, yeah? Where I feel that because social media gives you this full sense of reality. You understand what I'm saying? But I respect it. And I feel that sometimes we feed into the narrative of social media, we get lost in the reality of what really is going on. You understand? We've got to be woke and be open-minded. You understand? With that said, shout out to Amor, shout out to David, shout out to Tony Finisman, shout out to Baby X, shout out to Cassie, all the Black Knight crew, Surface, all the thingy, Femi, Ben TV, Cindy, Mr. Alistair, you understand what I'm saying? Without Ben TV, documenting what we did live, you understand what I'm saying? We wouldn't be here. And all the sponsors that used to sponsor us back in the day.
It's Butler's birthday,
Happy birthday, King Bala.
Happy birthday, Bala, man. We're celebrating Bala, man. You say man. Big birthday bash this week. You know that, ain't it?
And our man behind the cameras, man.
Big shout out, man. And big shout out to Dami, man.
Yeah.
Dami, big shout out to everyone in the studio.
Cindy, what you're going to say? Your hair, what's happening?
If you guys want to promote MZ hair, if you're into food, Taste Food Temi, and if you want to
You do food now as well? But you did?
Yeah.
Serious? So bring some tester next time, innit?
Nah, just review. I review restaurants.
Bring some
restaurants, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm on a mission to find the best Abula in London and the best Chapman in Lagos. So hit me
take
up.
us along.
But thanks so much for having me on this.
Can I say something? I want to buy a hair for someone.
Yeah, hit me up, MZ Hair Ltd.
Because you said you're doing Black Friday.
I'll do Black Friday just for you.
£40?
£40 for a consultation.
She not here. You know what? Industry podcast, guys. You know what? Thank you, guys. We see you same time, same place. Peace, one love.
God bless.
Yes, sir.